Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Ramblin Egg, where we discuss all things Mad Cow Ramble and beyond. Saturday, September 9th, 2018. What's new in the cow world today? Well, it's raining. It's raining. You guessed it. It's still raining. More tomorrow. I made the most of a rest day by cleaning all my bikes, which takes quite a bit of time. I think I'm up to like 8. The hurricane has sent a lot of rain our way, which is a bummer. I'm super bummed. Tomorrow's OMBC race at Chestnut Ridge was canceled, but that's how it goes. It's been the norm this year for mountain bike racing. We have a ton of flood warnings. It's looking like Timba will be underwater. We'll find out tomorrow or early Monday. I'm weighing options right now where to have Wednesday's race if Timba's underwater. Stay tuned for that. Big shout out to Josh Point oh. Good luck tomorrow on Ironman Wisconsin. We're all pulling for you, buddy. You've got this. You've been training hard. Just got a text message from Josh saying it's windy up there. So stay down in the aero bars and hammer that puppy on the bike, man. Here's another Wild Bill update. Bill sent us a message. I wanted to see how he was doing, and I'm just going to read what he sent us. I'm doing well. I started aquatic therapy last week and very happy with my first time out. Funny how the chlorine in warm water made me want a little Debbie Star Crunch. I just traveled back in time 40 years. Good stuff, Wild Bill. Keep it up, bro. We're 7 weeks until Iceman. Only a few hundred remaining spots open, so anyone out there listening, sign up quickly. I can't believe it, but T-Bolt even signed up. I'm still speechless right now. But we have, I think, 19 or 20 cows going for this race. So it's going to be a blast of a weekend. What a year it's been for Team Mad Cow Ramble. What is Team Mad Cow Ramble? I get asked that question all the time. In a nutshell, it's just a grassroots cycling team. We have fun. Our events are free. If you want to be an elite racer or you just want to be a part-time weekend go-getter just trying to lose some weight, you're welcome to join. It's real simple. We have 2 rules. Have fun and don't be a dick. Okay, so the history of this thing is I used to do a ride out of Huber Heights, which is north of Dayton, called Fred's Ride. I started in late 1988 and rode till Fred stopped in 2006, 2007. It was an awesome ride, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. We had several different groups of riders. The elite group I was privileged to be in, there was a man named Keith. We'll just call him Keith H. Absolute machine. Rode with him 5-6 days a week. He rarely talked, but it was awesome. We just had a great time together. And for those that don't know, I'm a drummer. I've been a professional drummer for 25 years. And one day Keith was so excited, he wanted to name my new band Mad Cow. And I just couldn't believe it, the excitement on his face. And I had to break it to him. Sorry, man, we've already got a name. But Keith later took that and started a longer Wednesday ride. And it was called Mad Cow Ramble. The ramble meant Keith would make it up. And he would use his fingers on a map and guesstimate the mileage, which sometimes those rides were supposed to be 25, 35. Some of them were 55. Epic stuff. But we had a blast doing that for years. Keith moved a few years later. I kept the team running. We started doing some challenge rides and eventually got into what our format is today. Time trials, mountain bike racing, and even triathlon. But Keith, if you're listening, you still the cow, bro. Love you, man. We miss you. Moo. Like I said, what a year. So many great results. I'm just going to go through the calendar, just a little summary of all the fun we've had. We kicked off January with our New Year's Day Mad Cow Ramble fat bike race in the snow, 0 degrees, -23 wind chill, 30 people showed up. Well, man, I was just in awe, but it was great. And that series has gone on, and I can't wait to start in the snow. I used to hate winter. Now I love it with fat bike. So, but by mid-January, we went up to Michigan to race the Frosted Fat Tire Relay. Big Tim, the Beast, Craigo, and I took 3rd place. I'm staring at one heck of a trophy. So proud to get that because the snow turned to mud. It was sunny and 40 degrees. It was epic. If we, I think we did 100 laps. If we had another 2 or 3 laps, we could have won that thing. So proud of the guys. Tree, Schultz, Josh, and Carlos, Attack, got ninth that day. We will be back in 2019 with a ton of cow teams. February, we go to Florida every February for training camp. So for those listening, we have a blast in Destin. Fat bikes in the sand, great single track, great food. Don't miss it. It's going to be a blast. I'll shoot dates soon. But by the end of February, we went up to Michigan for Melting Man gravel race. That was another epic day. Wind chills in the teens, 35 miles on all gravel. I took 5th place, even sick. Had good legs, but couldn't breathe, but it was still a great race. Big Tim killed it, which the next week later he was in for surgery. What a beast. Tree and Buzz had great races as well. By April, Craigo finds these races. We found a race down in Kentucky called the 45. It was a mix of single track, road, gravel, and a Jeep mud bog trail that was just epic. Our bud Chris Kane took 8th, which I can announce that he will be joining Team Mad Cow Ramble for 2019, which I'm really stoked. He is killing it on the mountain bike this year. Craigo did a killer job in 14th. I was like 27th and Buzz 36th, and we raced him on the fat bikes. So I'll never forget going into this last section of single track with the winner, Brian Schwarm, coming out, and he had this look at me like, "You're on a fat bike," and just smiled and gave me the thumbs up. So that was pretty cool. That was a great race. We'll be back for that one. By late April and May, the OMBC kicked off, and Craigo has just been killing it. So proud of that guy. He's lost a ton of weight, and he's just killed it this year. The MVMBA Fast Lap Series, he won the Masters. So, Craigo, if you're listening, proud of you. We also did ORAM together, which I'll talk about a little later. So, awesome job, dude. Keep it up. Buzz and I raced the Black Fork Gravel Grinder in May. If you haven't done that race, do it. Well run. You even get a beer when you cross the finish line. Epic stuff. I talked a little bit about our Mad Cow TT series that ended 2 weeks ago now. Awesome. That was a lot of fun this year. So proud of everybody. Buzz did the Mohican 100K this year and finished, which I was real proud of. And, of course, we'll talk about ORAM again. Craigo, Buzz, and I signed up for that, and we were really afraid of that race. And some of the single track, we were Heartbreak Ridge coming down that thing was just craziness. But we did finish. It was a big accomplishment. We trained our butts off this year. I think I climbed 150,000 feet of elevation to get ready for that race. 50 miles. It's usually 60, but they had a landslide, so it was 50 miles, 9,000 feet of climbing. So that was an epic event, which every year we have to do something epic. And in a future podcast, I will reveal what 2019's race will be. And it's going to be a doozy. So stay tuned for that. Big shout out to Tree and his wife Amy. They both qualified for Senior Olympics. Both were podiums at the Michigan Senior Games. Great job. Many of us did the MVMBA Fast Lap Series. Like I said earlier, Craigo won the Masters. Sean is in first place for Fat Bike class. Buzz is sitting in third place in the series. Hollywood, Tim Bowman, Dave Cartmel, great job in the Fat Bike class. I think right now I'm either third or fourth in the expert, even though I raced Fatty, so pretty proud of that. Big shout out to Sean and his wife Dana. They won the state time trial championship again for the second time. Sean's won it 3 times in 4 years. I was also there. I'm proud to have won my category 45 to 49 for the second year. It's a tremendous honor to be state champ, and we worked hard all year to get those. So great job, team. It's been an epic year, like I said. We're not done. I'm definitely feeling the race load, but it's still so much fun. Everybody I ride and race with is positive, and we all push each other. And kind of Iron Iceman, hopefully have a really good race. We got a good wave start this year, so the weather will dictate how epic it will be. What else? We might squeeze in a few other races. I'm leaning towards a few gravel races and maybe a couple more mountain bike races, but it's all going to depend on the weather. This just received a message. Somebody fattied up. Who could it be? Aha, Jamie. Jamie's wife, Christina, just picked up her new fat bike. Farley Carbon. Another one bought a fat bike. It's whose fault is it? It's Big Tim's. Speaking of fat bikes, nothing like getting an uh-oh from your teammate Gerald, who took your KOM today. Well, it does happen, and I'm proud of him, but he did the wrong segment. He was supposed to take the other segment from Glenn. Glenn took it from him yesterday. Those were the team orders. But no, Gerald decides to take mine. Really? Really, Buzz? Are you listening? Go out there right now and take the other one. I'll come get mine now. I'm going to drive an hour just to get it. I'm coming. I'm seeing you. I'm leaving right now. Well, that's it for today's edition of Ramblin Egg. Thanks for listening. I will have Big Tim and T-Bolt on when I can get them together. Stay tuned. I can't wait for that episode. Keep the rubber side down and ramble on.